First carry for Darius Geis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action. Griffin. And incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Griffin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriots. Patriots.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now Thompson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Play action. Now Griffin. Flush to his right. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A give to McCoy. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now,
and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They run it here with Thompson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 3rd down, Griffin. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
To throw is RG3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Griffin toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. He'll check it down to Geis. Ooh, the juke stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll try and get it with Geis, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Geis receives the pitch. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Slow.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills getting set to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watching that, Barney.
Allen off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and 2, now Griffin. Jordan Reed has it. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Watching that, Barney.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Airing one out for Crowder. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watching that, Barney.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
On second down, Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
The Redskins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, this is Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play action. It's Griffin. Out to the left here to Reed. He's still barreling through. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a toss. This is Geis. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
BlackDaDon's Philly, here we go. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Switch. Hot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, here we go.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. They'll run here. It's Murray. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Slow.
They go play action. Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Griffin. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerry Hughes able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Crowder. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his 1st career interception. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's got Rome. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
319! 319!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To the air. Allen caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So
now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Green, 39!
A handoff. It's Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Here we go now.
On first down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Let's go. Hot! Gun!
They go with Murray again. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll run with Thompson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On second down, here's Griffin. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now Griffin on first down. And escapes the sack. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Now let's go.
On third down, Allen staying on his feet. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Crowder now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Going deep for Benjamin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hurry up, here we go.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And again, it's Allen. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. 53
to 1. 53. Check 53.
Now Allen to throw. Looking to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is Allen on third. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Allen now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated because, you know, open-air booth.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. Everybody had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying. How that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy. My posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. That on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke for way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all in the middle. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a chef.